This is the DJI Mic. Actually, one of the first videos I made on this channel was for the DJI Mic, so I thought it was a good idea to give you my feedback after 4 months. In the box you have two transmitter that is on the side. I'm using one, so it's not in the box. You have one receiver that I'm using. It's on this camera. Here you have a lighting port for iPads, iPhones, and well, Apple devices basically. This is a Type-C USB port for Android phones, laptops, and other devices compatible with USB Type-C ports. And of course you have this charging case that can charge up to 15 hours of battery life for both transmitters. So you have this windscreen. Actually you have two windscreens that comes with the DJI Mic. Also you'll get a USB Type-C to connect the DJI Mic to the computer. Also you have a TRS 3.5mm cable to connect the DJI receiver to the camera. I cannot show it to you now because I'm actually using it, but it's in it anyway. By the way, I'm recording this video with the DJI Mic so you can have an idea of the sound quality. So this is the windscreen, and the other transmitter that I'm actually using for this video. So I was complaining about few issues that I had with the DJI Mic at the beginning because I was using it as a standalone, which means I didn't connect it to my camera or my phone, whatever. I was only using it on a standalone. By doing so, if you watched my video previously, the sound was very low, and no matter how much gain I was adding on the setting of the DJI Mic, I still found that the level was pretty low to Final Cut Pro. But by connecting the DJI Mic to a camera, the sound level is much higher, as expected. I mean, ever since I'm just using the DJI Mic connected to a camera. Before I was always recording the video and the audio separately, and then I synchronized the audio and the video in post. It's kind of time consuming. So bottom line, what I'm trying to say is that don't bother using the standalone mode. You can if you want, but the side effects of doing so is that the audio level will be low, as opposed to if you connect it to a camera where the audio level would be more like how you would expect it to be. This is something you have to keep in mind if you want to buy the DJI Mic. The other benefit I see from using the DJI Mic is that you can actually record up to 250 meters away from the camera, which gives you more freedom. Like for example here, I don't need to stay close to the camera to have a good sound quality when I'm actually recording. There's a lot of scenario where it can be convenient because you really don't need to be in front of the mic to have a good sound quality, and I think it's convenient because sometimes because you have to be in front of the mic, you don't really know how to make your framing when you make a video, as opposed to now, if I want to go far away, you can still hear what I'm saying. I don't even know if you can see me on the camera because the camera is now quite far away from where I'm standing, but the sound quality is still the same. And that is what I'm trying to say, is that it's very convenient. With the DJI Mic you have a feature called the safety track, and what safety track does is that it will record a second track mono at -6 decibel. The purpose of it is in case the main track gets distorted, you still have a backup track to save your recording. For the audio level, you can adjust the audio level of the DJI Mic from the receiver directly, and there is a menu where you can add 12 decibel or reduce 12 decibel from the transmitters. I never record any of my video at +4 decibel, but normally I usually record my video at +1 decibel from the transmitters. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna try to add 4 decibel. Can you guys hear something weird in the sound? Is it clipping? Is it the way it's supposed to be? Let me know in the comments. What I'm afraid of is because the first time I was using the DJI Mic on the camera, the sound quality was abysmal. It was clipping. And the reason for that is because I didn't read the manual, and the manual said that if you connect the DJI Mic to your camera, you have to reduce the volume from your camera, which I didn't do. So there was some distortion, the sound were clipping, it was disgusting. If you read the manual and you set the camera and the DJI Mic the way it is supposed to be set, then the audio is supposed to be okay. So I think the sound quality is fine. So if I'm being honest, since I'm using the DJI Mic, I really feel worry-free when it comes to the sound quality, because before, the mic I was using in my other channel, it was a mic that you use for podcast. So you have to be in front of the mic so that the voice can be recorded. The problem being is that I didn't have any room to perform, to act in front of the camera. In the other channel, my style of video was lots of I was jumping. It was not that kind of video anyway. With the DJI Mic, I don't have any worry anymore, because I know that every time I'm recording, my voice will be recorded, especially because I don't speak very loud at the first place. That's why I wanted to use a lavalier kind of mic as opposed as a shotgun microphone, where the microphone would be at the top of the camera. But that also brings me to the other problem of a lavalier kind of mic, is that if you want to vlog and you want to record some of the background, for example, you have a friend or you have someone you want to bring into the video, if they talk, there's a good chance that you will not be able to hear what they say, because the area where the audio is recorded is from this area, not that area. That is the limits of using a lavalier kind of microphone. For example, now there's some birds. I'm not sure you guys can hear it. Now, it's not a big deal per se, since if someone is standing here and that person is speaking loud enough, we will be able to catch some of what that person is saying. The good thing is that when it's too noisy, when there's a car crossing the street very loud, maybe there's a chance that you won't hear it as loud as if it wasn't a lavalier kind of mic, because the lavalier kind of mic will just record this area where my mouth is positioned, not so much of the surrounding. You get what I mean? In fact, what I like with the DJI Mic is that it's very easy to set up. All you need to do is to clip this on your t-shirt or somewhere. Then you just plug the receiver to your camera by connecting the TRS to the camera. That's basically it. After that, after you set up the gain, you make sure that the audio level is loud enough but without clipping, then you're ready to go. You just hit the rec button and then it's recording, and that's all you have to worry after that. You have a good battery life, with the DJI Mic, so you can record for long hours, and when you're done with the shot, then you just put it back in the charging case and it will charge your receiver and transmitter in no time. In total, you can get up to 15 hours of battery life, and I think it's good enough, for the price. I don't remember very well how much it cost me, but the Rode, I saw lots of comparison between the Rode, the wireless Go 2 and the DJI Mic. A lot have said that the DJI Mic was better in several points, so I just bought it, and ever since I never had any major issue. I think it's a good mic. Now, I don't say it's the best mic on the market. From what I read as well, is that if you want to go for a wired mic, lavalier kind, I think you can get something around $50 from what I read online. So $50, $200. The reason why I went for the DJI Mic, because I like the fact that I can go away from the camera, not having to stand just in front of the camera, but really be far away from the camera and still have a clear sound of my voice. I mean, this is what I value most, being able to move from one spot to another, if that makes sense. When you have this, you would think, oh, I just need that and I'm ready to go. But in fact, you need that, and you may also need to carry around this pochette where inside you get the windscreen and the other cable you might need. Now, me personally, it doesn't bother me that much. I'm okay to carry around this small bag and the charging case, but I understand why some users may be frustrated by the fact that all of these things cannot suit into that charging case. Well, for me, I don't have any issue. It's not something that turned me off to the point I wanted to send it back. But anyway, after 4 months, my feedback for the DJI Mic is very, very positive. I still use it and I'm still going to use it for a very, very long time because I'm very satisfied with the kind of contents I can make with the DJI Mic. I was considering to buy the Sony Shotgun ECM B1M. I think it's Peter Lindgren. He did a review of this mic, and the sound quality is very, very good. And the reason why I would go for a shotgun microphone would be that if I want to meet someone and I want to get the voice of that someone, I won't be able to catch his voice for the video, if that makes sense. Anyway, thank you for watching. If it's your first time in this channel, well, thank you. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see even more contents in the future, well, nice.